Welcome to Nashima News. I'm Rizwan Asad. I'm with senior journalist and parliamentary guide Gyan Shekhar. And today is the second day of the special session called by the new government of Siddaramaya. And today, Mr. UT KHADER has filed his nomination as the speaker.
Yeah.
And you have worked with so many speakers. What have you to say about Mr. UT KHADER's selection as the speaker?
Yes, it was on call on High Command, and it was a sudden decision taken by the High Command to see that Mr. Yuti KHADER should be the Speaker of the Karnataka Legislative Assembly. In fact, 16th Karnataka Legislative Assembly. And he has this charisma of running the business of the house. That is one thing, being served as a minister. And I still remember when he was the first MLA, first time MLA, and he raised some of the highest questions. And these kind of experience overall with three decades, 3 terms, and party may find it that he will be the suitable man to.
But don't you think that it will be lost to the ministry? You know, you're losing a good minister and you're making a speaker.
See, sometimes what happens is that the speaker post is nobody volunteers to come over to take the speaker post. That is the thing that I have seen almost all the speakers. And in fact, it is by the pressure or it is by the party high command that these things happen. And many a times they don't understand the very relevance of the honorable speaker's post. It is most elevated.
Can you just elaborate on the relevance and the duties of the speaker and how important
it is? The most elevated post. It is a gubernatorial post, and he can command the government. He can ask the ministers to come over. He can take a lot of developmental activities, and he heads the entire assembly.
And he'll be neutral. He doesn't belong to any party.
Absolutely, and he had to tender the resignation. That is a different part as soon as he being elected as a speaker. And he controls the entire house, means even including the executive. And see, more or less, he is more powerful than the next of the governor. And the protocol wise, he enjoys a lot of credibility. And having been served with the previous speaker, Kageri Sahab, I haven't seen him that the speaker, he has addressed many presiding officers conference, he has refined the society, and even he has refined the practices, parliamentary practices, and he had a special trait of allotting that particular day to raise up particular issues.
No, but now you have worked with so many speakers. How well read and the rules of the assembly and rules of the members in case there is some dispute or the bill to be passed, or if there is something like dissident activities, speaker's role plays a very important role.
Absolutely.
So do you think that this speaker should be well versed with his
No, he's been served as a minister, and he is aware about the parliamentary practices and procedures. And the thing is that the strong leadership should be with that chair, that kind of chair, the speaker chair, attracts the reflection of the ability, the stronger ability of the character.
Okay.
And how to run the house and business of the house. And the most important is that the legislation making is the most important thing. As a speaker, his duty is to see that the agenda of the government is done in the right way, at the right time, at the right deadline. That's the most important thing. And you can ask the second.
I have with me a senior journalist, Vikar Ahmed, from the front line, a soft-spoken, gentle giant in journalism. Sir, today UT KHADER has been the first Muslim legislator to be elected as a speaker. So what's your take on that, and how do you think that the speaker would play an important role in conducting the proceedings and running the house?
Well, the speaker, by the very nature of his role, is supposed to be impartial. So someone who is experienced in the assembly, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. UT KHADER is a 5-time MLA from Mangalore. So with his experience, he's also been a minister, and when in his participation in the Legislative Assembly, his interventions have always been very valuable. So he brings this kind of experience to the Speaker's position. So considering that there were some allegations against the previous Speaker that he was not completely impartial. In one instance, I remember Mr. Kageri even brought up the RSS, so that he was a member of the RSS, if I'm not mistaken. So that slightly sullied the position of the speaker. But
so this speaker has to be neutral, and he doesn't belong to any party, and he should be impartial in his proceedings.
Yes, absolutely. So, and the fact that I'm not certain that he brings a lot of prestige, and the fact that he is a Muslim, and this is the first time that a Muslim MLA has become the speaker, is also very commendable. But the moot question remains whether he, with his experience, he would have performed better as a minister. That is something that
Yeah, okay.
I cannot answer at this
Okay,
point.
it was nice.
And
And
this is he also stands 22nd speaker of
Okay.
Karnataka legislature.
Okay, okay.
so it was very nice speaking to you. And today the assembly has been adjourned for tomorrow. And Mr. UT KHADER would be taking the speakers.
Already the notification.
Notification has been done, and he's been unanimous. It just tomorrow it will just be a
It's a
just
due
a procedure, and it remains to be seen whether KHADER will. People will remember KHADER as a very great, good minister who would have been serving better if he was given a ministry, or his job as a speaker, which we all have confidence that he will do a magnificent job because he's a humble, honest man, and he's been impartial and he's been liked by everybody, irrespective of any party or something. So only time will say how the speakers will handle role or will be in the forthcoming assembly,
16th assembly.
16th assembly for the next 5 years. Rizwan Asad signing off for Nashiman News.